The last two teams that won the Emirates Cup, right, the NBA Cup, lost in the first round of the playoffs. So, listen, if this is what you guys want to hang your hat on, if this is the championship that matters the most to you, go off, King. Go crazy.
Rodney, New York Knicks fans are probably still partying in the streets after the Knicks took down the Spurs in the NBA Cup. Now, I've seen some Knicks fans saying that this is the first real Cup championship. They're not even, they don't care about the previous 2 years, right? They only care about this one. It's been 50 plus years since the Knicks have won anything. They are excited. Do you feel like they are justified in their excitement, or is this just really like another game?
Yeah, I love when the Knicks have a level of optimism and irrational confidence about their team. Now, granted, this Knicks team is good, but to watch Knicks fans' heart break annually in the playoffs when they have all of this hope in their hearts is one of my greatest life's pleasures. And I just want to go on the record. The last two teams that won the Emirates Cup, right, the NBA Cup, lost in the first round of the playoffs. So, listen, if this is what you guys want to hang your hat on, if this is the championship that matters the most to you, go off, King. Go crazy. But for me, I just look at this as a way to create false optimism for what this team is capable of, or perhaps they are so fulfilled by this victory that they forget about what the real mission is, which, of course, is an NBA championship.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't watch the game. I really forgot that it was happening. What? To be honest. So I had to go. I did. I haven't really been watching a lot of NBA. Last night, for some reason, I had a bowl game on TV. I go to bed early. I honestly didn't know that it was going on.
Respect.
I mean, as far as the game, it's interesting, right? I read this article from The Athletic this morning, and they polled 70,000 people or something like that. Either 17 or 70. I don't know. Either way, they polled thousands of people, and majority of them did not care that the cup was going on. I think, unfortunately, we have found this thing where the players care because of the financial gain. And I think it's interesting, like you just mentioned, maybe they're going to lose sight of the actual, postseason because maybe they've made so much money. I think they brought home $530 something thousand before tax, money that they would make if they had a postseason berth. So I don't know. I think the question is maybe getting more of the fans involved. So in that article from The Athletic, they brought up something that I thought was kind of it made me scratch my head a little bit, but maybe making it more like the European Cup in soccer, where you're not playing teams from your league, you're playing teams from all over. So what if the NBA brought in international basketball teams to compete?
Real Madrid. That would be an interesting concept. I think the talent disparity is just so wide that I don't really know how competitive it would be for real. But I'll say this. I think the NBA has done a phenomenal job with the Emirates Cup. I think the thing that a lot of people talk negatively about the NBA for is the fact that people don't play hard until the playoffs, and you have so many games. Right. And so I think the Emirates Cup, these guys are actually really trying to go out there and win and compete. The energy in yesterday's game was through the roof, and same thing for the semifinals and quarterfinals matchups. So I think the NBA has done something really great in getting their players to care about something. And so, but it is kind of niche. Everybody in my orbit was locked in yesterday and was waiting for this matchup, waiting to see how these young Spurs would match up against, these veteran Knicks and see what could come about this game. So for you to say that you didn't even know it was really on, it's dang, I guess I really do live in a bubble. I live in a bit of a silo, because when you care about the NBA, when you saw the Emirates Cup final was coming up this week, you made sure that you canceled things on your calendar. That's what we all did. So I'm actually dang, I ain't recognize that so many people were disinterested in the game, because I was waiting for this for a week.
And I think also too, it was exclusive to a streaming service. You know what I mean? If it was on regular TV, when I turn on my YouTube TV, I would have saw it. And I'm oh, I didn't even know this game was on. And then I probably would have tuned in. But in order for me to watch that, I would have had to go over to Prime. And I did not do that. So I think that could be something else too, moving forward. I know that Prime pays a lot of money to be able to do these games. But I think for a wider spread audience, maybe make it, I don't know. I hate to say that, but it's just, that's a thing too.
That's a great point. I do a lot of work in prisons, as you know. And so one of the things that I talked about the last time I went into a prison a couple of weeks ago was like all of these games, be it NBA or NFL, being on streaming platforms limits the opportunity for the inmates to watch a lot of sporting events. And, you know, in that environment, you know, watching sports is something that they kind of, it galvanizes the yard, it galvanizes the penitentiary. So I know most people probably don't care about that, but it's something that has always been on my mind. Like, damn, like how the brothers and the sisters behind the wall going to be able to engage and indulge in sports if everything is behind a streaming platform? Like that's a really good point. It takes away the opportunity for the casual fan to have the experience of watching it. And that's to the detriment of the sport, in my opinion. It's, you know, while there's a lot of streaming, there's billions of dollars in streaming for sure. Without the eyeballs of the casual fan, what's the true value of it?
You're right.
I want to talk really quickly about something flagrant that took place in the aftermath of yesterday's game.
Okay.
Hey, Josh Hart, man, you can't be putting your thumb in your homeboy's booty in the post-game recap, bro. Like, and like he's
they
front
forgot
line,
where they was.
Bro,
he forgot where he was.
Your man's about to win the MVP, and you putting your thumb in his butt. Like, what are we doing? That is crazy.
He forgot where he was.
Yeah, he been flagrant all week. The other day, he said inch for inch, he's the best out there. He's been tweaking all week long. He's been like super homoerotic. Josh Hart, you gotta cool it out, brother. You acting like one of those frat house white boys. It's not okay. It's not a good look, man.
No, that is pretty bad. We're filming this at 10:50 Eastern time. Rodney, do you still feel like Knicks fans are celebrating in New York right now?
Oh yeah, definitely. My man Kaz, shout out to Kaz, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, and a Fumble alumni. He's still on threads going crazy. You know, when you ain't never had nothing, this is like the Knicks' first bad. It's like when you get your first bad joint, you don't really know how to like handle it for real. You put it on a pedestal and you think it's the end all be all. So like I said, I'm really thankful that the Knicks have the opportunity to win something that can divert their attention to the real mission. And but for the Spurs, I'll say this. The Spurs are very dangerous. I said this early on in the season. The Spurs legitimately have a chance to make it out of the Western Conference. I know that sounds crazy because they're so young. They're so unproven. It does not matter. This Spurs team has elite guard play. Stephon Castle is, in my opinion, he's a top 10 guard in the league right now to me just because of what he does on both offense and defense. You pair that with Wemby. You pair that with De'Aaron Fox, who did not play so great last night, and Dylan Harper, who, in my opinion, is the best rookie in this year. I don't care about what Cooper Flagg has been doing with nobody on his team. He's taking all the shots. Dylan Harper, for me, pound for pound, is the best rookie in this year's class. They have a lot of depth. Still have Keldon Johnson. Still have Devin Vassell. They're just a really deep team, and they match up incredibly well with the Oklahoma City Thunder. We all know that Wemby hates Chet Holmgren, and so that extra incentive as well. If they match up in the playoffs, I'm looking forward to seeing how these teams stack up because I legitimately feel like the San Antonio Spurs, especially with a loss like this, Wemby was pissed yesterday. Wemby does not like to lose. Yeah. So these guys have a chance to make it out the Western Conference. It might sound hyperbolic, but they have enough depth, intellect, heart, and talent. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this year closes out, man.
I didn't think Wemby was capable of hating anybody.
Why? Because he's a Shaolin monk?
Anyways, let's hear your thoughts down below in the comments. You all let us know what you made of the NBA Cup. One, did you watch it? Are you excited for the Knicks? Do you feel like this is going to spearhead them making a long run in the postseason? Or are they going to do like the previous winners and fall flat early on? Let us know down below.
Yes, and let us pray for the Knicks' downfall. Also, we have a newsletter. The link is in the bio, keeping you afloat on all things going on in the world of sports. Tap in. We got some big stories breaking today. We'll talk about those as well because there's a lot of going on in the world of sports. You seen Bud Crawford retired? Did you see that?
I did see that.
And then Carlos Alcaraz broke up with his longtime coach. It's a lot. These, outside the scope of NBA, NFL, like these are things that I care about passionately. So I look forward to talking about them on the outside platforms of the Fumble. We have a lot of things under the umbrella. You dig what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot under the sunflower bucket hat.